Annyeong everyone, this is Ju from Soju Cars, and today we have the Mitsubishi Xforce GLS because not everybody wants to buy the GT variant. This GLS version, by the way, costs 1,367,000 pesos, and the Xforce is a very handsome looking car, and we're going to find out more about the car in this video. And in our channel we say, 시작! Now I want to introduce to you the front face of the Xforce GLS. Honestly, I cannot tell if this was a GT or a GLS if I don't look closely. But what I know is we have the new generation dynamic shield grille face for the Mitsubishi vehicles. You will see more of this in the future vehicles as well. We have the signature T-shaped headlight. What makes it sweeter is they come with LED fog lamps, even for this GLS variant. Now, what's also interesting is the ground clearance. 193mm of ground clearance, which I've tested earlier. It's perfect for the urban and the rural area of the Philippines. Now, looking at the side, just look at this area first. You know, the headlight is huge. It's like taking about 1/3 of the entire front space, which actually extends to the side and makes the car even more unique. And this one really one of the selling points on the exterior. 18-inch rims with disc braking system for the front and the rear. And I also like the fact that we are using Hankook tires. These are Korean tires. I'm a Korean, by the way, thank you. And two-tone body color specs you can choose from, but having two-tone body color is definitely a win. And also having a button here for the keyless entry system, it is also another winning feature. And just like the front, the rear also has the signature T-shaped tail lamp, which also is very well shown from the side, which also adds to the unique styling of the Mitsubishi Xforce. And let's check out the rear of the Xforce. Of course, the signature T-shaped LED tail lamp, shark's fin antenna, the spoiler, top mount brake light, heated lines, the wiper. Yeah, we need wipers in this kind of cars because you want to see through this big, large glass. I like it very much. Just Xforce here, the camera is here, and the light for the plate number is in LED. Watch. There. Sometimes if you need light, you can control it and you can see what's behind you. And the storage space, the cargo space. I need a lot of cargo space because I have two babies. And as you can see, I have two large size heavy duty baby seats, and it's more than enough space for this. And if I want more space, or if I have longer items to store, I can further fold the second row so that I can have my own setting of interior. In addition, this might not be everyone's, thing, but this is one of the most convenient, well-designed, easy to pull trunk handle that I've seen. So it's easy to close your manual tailgate. What powers the Xforce is the same engine that powers the Xpander. Yes, Xpander, Xforce, something like that. There's a 1.5-liter 4-cylinder gasoline engine mated to CVT. It does about 105 PS and 141 Nm of torque. And I'm going to show you how it drives during the driving segment. And it has an insulation. If you want to put a supercharger, maybe you can because there are still a lot of space here. And now I'm in the driver's seat. I am holding onto the steering wheel, which is very well leathered. Very good stitching. It doesn't look cheap at all, perforated. It also has some silver metallic garnishings and also a cheese grater that, just in case you have a block of cheese and then you have spaghetti, you can do that. Joke. I'm also very happy that even in the GLS, you can tilt and telescope your steering wheel. Everything is easy to reach, such as the turn signal and the wiper, the audio control on the left. It really makes your DJ performance easier for your family and friends. Next is the 8-inch instrument cluster. It is a mixture of the screen itself, digital, and also for the engine temperature and also the fuel gauge. The color combination of this dark theme with red accents just matches the Mitsubishi brand. The infotainment screen has wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, and it is also connected to the premium sound speakers of Yamaha, which is perfect. It's also interesting because it has the wallpaper player. So what you can do is, you have some Wavestream, Prologue, Hitband, but what's interesting are the Four Seasons in Japan, Adventure, Aquarium, Jellyfish. You can do all this just to make your Xforce more homey and more family oriented, which is good. But if you want to be more sports oriented, performance oriented, then you can touch the gauge clusters. They are like your Apple Watch, they are like your Galaxy Gear. You can customize what you want to see. Like in this Xforce, you can see the tilt angle, also the G-force, the torque meter, turn, how much you're braking. All this information come in a very fun way. The seat comfort. Now this is a fabric seat, unlike the GT, which is a leatherette, because it is lesser prone to be heated because of the sunlight. Plus, the GLS version also has this extra vent in the crotch area, which will, you know, perform as a ventilated seat, or even better because you can actually target where you want your air to go. Like for me, I know where it's going. I hope you know too. Now we're finally driving the Xforce, and the GLS performs similarly with the GT because it has the same engine, same transmission. It's like a GT anyway. The engine-wise, a 1.5 liter naturally aspirated. Everyone now is just more used to having 1.5 liter engine turbocharged. But when you drive a naturally aspirated engine, you know it's different, it feels different, and some people always worry about the turbocharger, you know, it might get destroyed and you will need to pay a lot when it gets destroyed. So this one is for your peace of mind. You don't have to worry about turbochargers getting destroyed because it doesn't have a turbocharger. This CVT is a good CVT. You don't feel that it's any different from the normal automatic transmission because that is the different aspect with the expanders. So this one has a CVT while the expander has automatic transmission, but this one has the same engine. So be rest assured that your Xforce will also be very matibay. You will have confidence when driving along the roads of the Philippines. And Xforce has drive modes unlike the expander. It has the normal, the mud, the wet, and also the gravel. Although this is a front-wheel drive, having a sophisticated traction control system such as this will go far. That's also a very good point. Now, with visibility, I'm 5'10", but it doesn't really matter because the driver's seat can be adjusted in its height and also in other ways. So you'll always be having that commanding view and be confident that you can brave your way through the tight traffic. For safety, we have backup camera with guided lines and 4 airbags for this GLS variant. Now we are gonna brave this area, so we're gonna press. Oh, we're in wet mode. Okay, we put it to normal mode and press. Since this car is smaller than the expander, you get lesser body roll. Yes, it's normal for a naturally aspirated engine to make that grunting sound when you are pressing the accelerator all the way to the metal. And I'm very happy that the speed goes up gradually and it's smooth. And when you have CVT, the beauty is that you have better fuel economy. And making a U-turn is also easy. And then when you press the button, you get like a DS mode, which makes the Xforce more aggressive and more active and more sporty. See? And then, what I notice now, the faster you go, the suspension feels better. When you're going slower, it feels, yeah, you can feel the stiffness of the suspension, but when you're going fast, and then you step on the potholes, you don't feel it. Very interesting. And then the steering, actually the steering is not super duper direct. When I say super duper direct, it's not like a sports car, right? It's an SUV, it's a B segment. What I can say about the steering is it does not have that much dead space, but what I like is the Xforce shows the angle of my steering, and that is going to be a lot more helpful when I am in the off-road. You never know when you need it, but right now it just adds so much to the cool factor, and it will help me greatly in off-road conditions. If you're in the market to buy your new car, the Mitsubishi Xforce might be the best one for you because it has the excitement, the comfort, and also the practicality. And also, just look at the car itself. It just looks so futuristic. And also, look at the car behind me. This is the GLS variant, but it still looks very fancy, futuristic, thanks to the new dynamic shield design. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this one. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. May your dreams come true, everyone.